Hi family, it's African Osaranko back at you. Take a look at this video and then come back and let's talk about it in the comment section. And I'm going to give my commentary on this video. Be right back.
Of all African and Caribbeans, everybody from Jamaica, Trinidad, Haiti, and Africa. If this meet your consent, since the Black American want to go to war, let's try, let's see. All of us that call out one day from work, all of us across the United States, all immigrants call out from work. Yes. If they want to go to war, let's see what they can prove. And also, all immigrants, like your businesses from all Black Americans. Simple as that. Don't let them go into your grocery store. Don't let them go into your restaurant. Don't let them go into your salon. You want to go to war? We will. And also, we can ask all our African doctors, yeah, boycott all Black American treatment. Like I said, you don't want to go to war with African. Trust me. We are 54 freaking country. The population of African in the United States is more than your Black American population. Just so you know. That's the reason why 64% of the Democratic vote is immigrant. And out of that 64, 54 is Black. So Black America, you don't want to go to war with us. At this point, I don't care if you're a Democrat or if you're a Republican. Because the stupid Black Republicans that are being controlled by the white tea brought this up. And it seems to be that some of you on the Democratic Party side are also getting along. So you want to pick that fight? We can do so. Yeah, we can ask our 54% vote to boycott the coming elections. Oh yes, I can guarantee you, when we boycott it, you will have no seat. Don't play with us. We are calm. We don't intend to insult nobody. We don't look down on anybody. You went through pain. We went through pain. Yes, you went through slavery. We went through slavery in our own house. But we decided in Africa that we're going to put the past behind. We're going to fight for a better Africa. You want to tell us you're the only people that ever went through slavery? No, the Caribbean, Haiti is still going through slavery. Jamaica went through slavery. Trinidad went through slavery. I can name you multiple other African nations that went through slavery. But we don't come out here dragging to ourselves, oh, we suffer history, somebody got to pity party us. No. We work our ass out because we don't want the white tea man to tell us what to do. That's why we work. That's why we don't want to live on the system. So if you're jealous and you angry about that, go do the job that we do. Go to school. That's all you need to do. I saw your video where you calling for them to boycott African restaurant and boycott African salon. Listen, plus you, minus you, African businesses still gonna go. Like I told you. Like I told you in my previous video. Plus you, Black America, minus you, Black America, African businesses are still gonna go. You're not the only people in America. In fact, we got more white people eating African food and doing braiding more than you African. Even African among ourselves, we do more braiding, just so you know. So braiding is not just thing, it's African thing. So that tells you that we African braid. And we got over 4 million of us here. More than 4 million of us here. So that tells you, plus you, minus you, our business will still go on. But if we boycott you, you in shit. Yeah, you will be in shit. Because guess what? When we boycott you from going to our restaurant, you got to learn to cook, or you got to go eat Madonna shit that they got to give you. If we boycott you coming to our saloons, we will still make money because African will support each other. But you don't support each other. That's the first thing. When we ask all the caregivers, all the doctors, all the nurses, if we decide to text each other across the United States and choose that we want to make a phone call and say we calling out, boy, you sister, you got no idea what's going to happen. So, you Black American, you picking a fight that you can win. Because I can tell you in this fight, oh yeah, the Puerto Rican gonna join us. Oh, in this fight, the Mexican gonna join us. So you on your own. You are on your own. And in fact, most of the people that do braiding are Mexican and Puerto Rican. Not Black American. Like I said, you on your own. That is the reason why you're Black American. You don't get along with Puerto Rican. You don't get along with Mexican. You don't get along with Chinese. You don't get along with Indian. And you also don't get along with the whitey. Because you have an attitude problem. You think everybody owe you something. Nobody owe you shit. You went through your own slavery here. We went through our own slavery. And we are still going through the slavery even up to today. Because when we have a leader who tried to stand up for us, he got analyzed by your leaders, your superpower leaders. Yes. And in return, they say, oh, come to America. Oh, come here, we'll give you refugee status. If they were allowing our leaders to do for us, we would not be coming over here. So Black America, like I said again, you are on the right path. Because you see, I can get along with the Puerto Rican. Oh yes, I can get along with the Mexican. But you already have a fight with the Puerto Rican. You already have a fight with the Mexican. Now you want to add us to this? We are your last bus stop. We are your last bus stop. And this message is for those of you Black American that are attacking African. And this message is not referring to you. If you are a Black American who is not involved into this fight, this is not for you. This is not for you at all. This message is precisely for those FBA on TikTok calling for them to boycott African salon. Listen, we can boycott you whatever way we want. We can choose the day. One thing we know, you don't communicate. And one thing you don't know, we African, we communicate. Regardless of where we come from. The entire 54 countries in the United States, all the citizens communicate. When Gambia is celebrating her independence, Liberia, Nigerian, everybody will go there, we interact. So it is easy for us to get a message across. You don't want us boycotting, because if we boycott you, we will not let you into our grocery store. Oh yeah, we will not serve you gasoline from the African gas station. We will tell the Indian, listen, you don't want to pick a fight with legal immigrants. Okay? Because when you're picking a fight with legal immigrants, even if the Chinese decide to stay neutral and the Indian choose to stay neutral, only we African, only us, can deal with you to the fullest. We're not going to do no pew pew. No, we're not going to pick. We're not going to fight. Because where we come from in Africa, we know that doing things the harsh way doesn't pay no result. We can react quietly. When you come to our salon, we say no hair. Yes, when you go to the doctor, he will tell you, oh, I already finished seeing my customers. The nurses and stuff you come across, all of them are African. Yes, Jamaican and African too. Yeah, Trinidadians are African. Haitis are African. So you calling us, you want to pick a fight? You're not ready for this war. I'm telling you. Don't keep on doing it. Talking about reparation. Do you know how long Africa has been fighting for her reparation? You think we care for what happened to you here? About your reparation with the U.S.? No. What we're fighting for with the UN is different from what you're fighting for in the U.S. It's not the same. And so we don't care about your reparation.
Black America is not trying to go to war with anyone. What we are asking for is respect that we deserve. Okay, you know, I've been to several African countries. When I go to somebody else's house, I play by their rules. I'm always very respectful of the people in the country that I'm going to. When you come to America, you tell yourselves to stay away from the Black Americans, and then to turn and say and point the finger and to say, well, the white man told us to do that. But you have your own mindset. You have your own mindset, and what you have your own understanding of what is right and what is wrong. So for you to think that it's okay that you would separate yourselves from those that you, for some, you know, apparent reason, now that ICE is involved, see as your brothers and sisters, seems kind of unfriendly. It seems unfriendly, and it seems to be rather dishonest. Okay, so that's the first thing. Black Americans want respect. The second thing is, and I'm not saying for all Africans, I'm saying for those that have. There are so many names that you guys have um, determined to be appropriate to call Black Americans, okay? We're called a Kata. I think in Ghana they called Jabroni or a Brony or something like that. In other countries, but that's another thing. I think it inappropriate to call, because first of all, what are you calling Black Americans that those names for? We didn't come over and colonize your country. We didn't come over and steal your resources. We're not over there as a reason that you got to be over here. The ones that are over there in your home countries that have caused so much devastation and to where you have to leave your home country and come into this one, which is our home country where our ancestors built. And then you come over into this country and you bring your disrespect. Look, tribalism exists on the continent of Africa because Africans allow and keep it going. Okay? This is why tribalism exists. This is why colonialism still exists on the African continent because it is allowed to fester and take control. Okay? So, yeah, we're not trying to go to war with anybody, but we are demanding respect now. And I think that this last incident, like with the Essence Festival, really done it for a lot of Black Americans. And it just is what it is. Now, I don't want to see the separation of Black Americans and Africans to go long term. But I believe that this is a necessary component for uh, the respect to become to develop from both sides. Okay, we'll say from both sides. See, we've always had respect. We've always had respect. We've always showed love, you know. But now with people coming over here saying that we don't have culture, when apparently and obviously the culture of America is because of Black Americans. It is what it is. Because of our music, because of our dancing, because of our dress and the way we carry ourselves, because of the way we style our hair, because of the way we style our makeup, because of the way we do everything, because of the flair that we have as Black Americans. It is, given real jealousy. It really is. So, what we all have to do is we have to love each other, but we got to love ourselves first. See, Black Americans had no choice but to love ourselves because we were put in a situation by being sold into slavery and coming into slavery and coming into contact with this wicked system that we have had to deal with for over 400 years. You know what I'm saying? We've had to become very able to have the ability to be diligent. You know what I'm saying? To endure, to be able to maneuver through this wicked system and get through everything that has been made a trap for us, whether it is physical, and through the food or through other traps. You know what I'm saying? Uh, to set you up health wise, whether it is the economic traps that are set for Black Americans and have always been set, or just the system. Because as we say, the pipeline from the education system to the prison system for many of our young men. See, we've had to fight through this system forever. And now many of you are being faced with many of the things that we've had to come to grips with during our time here in America. I'm going to say this. As you see, Black Americans have made it through and have survived after all of these hundreds of years. We'll even say thousands of years, okay? Dealing with this evil, wickedness that everybody else is getting a taste of now. But know this. Yes, while we want to have peace, we're peaceful people. We've always been a peaceful people. We're loving people. We've always been a loving people. We are an inviting people. We have always been an inviting people. However, however, it has come to a situation now where we are saying we're going to delineate lest some people feelings going to be hurt, and maybe even more than that, because we no longer want to tolerate the BS. We just don't. We don't. And we're not against other people coming into this country, whether they're Black, whether they're brown, or the others. We don't care. We don't care. But what we want to be is left alone. It's like everybody and their mama come over the border into this country and think, okay, the white people are the Black people are the ones, the Black Americans are the ones we're going to punch down on. Okay? No, you're not. We're not going to tolerate it any longer. So, I mean, you can call out of work, you can choose a day, and all of you immigrants can take off of work. You can do whatever you want to do. You can try and refuse us services in these public spaces. You can try it, and we'll have your ass in court sooner than you can say a kata. Trust and believe that. We will. So the best thing to do is to uh, get with your people and to build that mutual respect that we all need and deserve. And let us, as a whole, Black people should be building together. We should be growing together. We should be loving one another. We should be looking out for one another. We understand that your plight is you coming to America, you want to stay, and we know that a lot of times this system has you by your ass that says, you can't get out there and you can't protest to get involved in political things of that nature in those ways. We understand that. We're not asking you to do that. But there's many other things that you can do as a Black immigrant or a brown immigrant to show your support for Black America. First of all, the first thing you can do is stop disagreeing with reparations because your ass don't have a reason to disagree with us getting reparations. You have no cause or no show on that. You have to carry your ass back over to the continent, and there you can say you don't want reparations. But on this soil, you have no place to say that we don't deserve reparations. There lies our problem with many of you because we're calling for our reparations, you calling us lazy, okay? When many of us have worked 2, 3 jobs, even, okay? All right? As well as started businesses and went to school, held down school, 2 jobs and everything, because you're talking to a sister that has done it. I've worked 2 jobs and went to school. So saying that Black Americans are lazy are not only disrespectful, but it is something that will have your ass in a lot of trouble. So we have to, regain our senses. And we have to get better at how we begin to treat people in their house. Because I promise you, when I go to Nigeria, or when I go to Tanzania, or when I go to Ghana, or when I go to Sierra Leone, I'm not going to go with the spirit of being disrespectful to the people in that country. Wouldn't dare do it. Was taught better. So, some of you whose parents didn't teach you that, okay, they neglected to teach you that, need to learn that. And you need to regroup with your people and then come back together with our people and let's see what we can work out. But until then, I mean, I heard the young lady lost her employment because of that video that she made. Yeah, I mean, it was unnecessary, but her bad. But it's a great lesson that is needed to be learned. Yes, we will find you and we will ensure that if you A, have a job, that you will not have it again, or B, work for yourself, you'll lose money. Because we're not going to allow you to disrespect us anymore. Just as we're not going to come to your house and disrespect you guys. We have no reason to go to anyone else's country where we're not a citizen and we don't know. And many of you, even if you are citizens, it does not matter because you have no rights to tell Black America what we should not be seeking. You did not suffer, your people did not suffer through the transatlantic slave trade. Now, for you people in the Caribbean that went through that, fight for your reparations in your countries. But don't come to this country and tell us what we don't deserve. And the reason for the boycott is the disrespect. Let me tell you something. I used to go to African hair braiding salons to get my hair braided all the time. They will never get $1 from me again. I stopped going. You don't know how many times I've had to have issues with the braider because I could tell she was deliberately trying to rip my hair out of my out of the sockets, the root, because that's how tight she was braiding. Now, some people would say, well, maybe they just didn't know. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. No, you're not going to convince me of that. It's done deliberately as a very, even if you ask them don't braid your edges, they're still trying to figure out how to put your edges in the braids. Stop being deliberately disrespectful to Black American women and men. This is why there's a boycott calling for the Asian nail salons, for the African braiding shops, for the Mexican restaurants or the Chinese restaurants. This is why Black America is calling for us to boycott these places, because you people have no respect. So please, please, don't insult us with, uh, you know, all of this white supremacy talking points about laziness and about work harder and stuff. And then when everything is going on like it is now with ICE, oh, now Black America is supposed to come and, be the buffer between you guys and law enforcement. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. But family, what say you? Tell me what you think in the comments. I mean, I don't like to, for Black people around the world globally to be at odds with one another. But right now, I think we are living in an era where Black Americans, it is necessary to delineate and for us to regroup and come together and to build. And then hopefully on a broader scale, and the diaspora can come together and build all of the differences, or tear down all of the differences and rebuild, the relationship, because this is what I really hope will happen, but it is really up to those, because we've extended the olive branch for years. It's been a long time, and we've not, it's not been reciprocated to us. So I mean, we're at a crossroads. We really are. And depending on how you guys, or for how Africans and immigrants respond, will depend on how it's going to turn out long term, so we really want to be very careful right now uh, of how we are interacting and engaging with each other. Let's just say that. All right, family, you take care. I like to hear your comments in the comment section. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you are already a subscriber, we really appreciate you. We thank you for continuing to come back and support the channel. And if you are not a subscriber and you're a first time viewer, we would love to have you as a subscriber. Okay? All right, family, you take care. Peace, love, and blessings to you all. And I'll see you on the next video. All right. Bye bye.